Hello, welcome back to the Ironman WoW Challenge with me, Sheppy! Right, in the last episode we were questing around Light's Shield Tower. We've been given a quest to go to Light's Hope. And that's pretty much the only quest we've got, but it looks like there's a few quests here. Which is nice. We were told to find Gidwin gold braids.
Great to meet you.
I can't believe it, we're literally feet away from becoming sworn members of the Argent Crusade. We'd be in there already if it weren't for Terranar's dallying. If he doesn't quit chatting with the locals soon, I'm gonna head in there myself. I've always wanted to join the Crusade. It's the reason I became a paladin. Years of practice, honing my craft. I'm finally ready. Terranar thinks he's ready too, but I'm not sure. He's a bit of a showboat and he never took his lesson seriously. Still, we promised we'd do this together, and here we are. So, shall we head into the chapel now?
See you soon.
We shall. We have been given a buff, which we can clear. Oh! What was that? Right. Didn't realise there was a basement here. Lord Maxwell Tyrosus.
His honor, friend.
Welcome to Light's Hope Chapel. You wish to join the Crusade? Very well, we have plenty of tasks for new recruits. But first, a test. Behind our chapel you will find a small crypt. Interred within are the bodies of our fallen heroes, those who gave their lives in the war against the Scourge. Their spirits are at peace, but they return intermittently to test new members of the Order. The three of you may test together. Enter the crypt, then read from this scroll. Lord Raymond George, my predecessor, will preside over your test.
Be careful.
I don't think we'll pick up any other quests whilst we're here. Make this in your home.
See you later.
There's a crypt behind. Oh, this is all pretty new. I think I've been here on my main since Cataclysm. Actually, I've been here on a Shadow Priest, and we do actually go into the basement there. So that was a bit of acting I did there, where I acted surprised. That is the Paladin class Order Hall, if I remember correctly. That gives us a buff by doing that, and I don't... Oh! Who are you? Lord Raymond George says, let the trial begin. Rise, champions, and meet these three in combat. We've only got one. He's a level 42 elite. I don't really like what's going on with the camera in here. I've already lost a little bit of health. Not sure. I'm assuming we're going to have to fight Raymond George, but at the minute he's just spamming us with, very slowly, spamming us with ads. Gidwin Goldbraid says, kaboom! It's very excitable, is Gidwin. Your warm-up is complete. Now the real trial begins. So he is an elite, but he's not got a... I mean, he's going down like a sack of spuds. So, I'm getting buffs all over the place. I can't cancel them, unfortunately. So that quest is complete. Oh look, and there he is. Now he's friendly. Yeah, mate.
Well met.
The sacrifices of my Argent Dawn brothers must never be forgotten. They believed in the dawn, though none lived to see the return of the light to these lands. He's got pretty cool armour. I mean, he's dead, but, you know, you can't have everything.
Light be with you.
Remember that your ancestors always watch over you. As a brother of the Argent Crusade, you will join a family that has a long line of such fallen ancestors. Their vigil and protection will be your strength as you press forward against the Scourge. Congratulations, Terranar, excuse me, Gidwin and Iron-Sheps, welcome to the Argent Crusade. We are now honoured with the Argent Crusade. Browman's Mill to the north is infested with undead. The Noxious Glade, even farther to the north, is even more heavily infested. Despite their proximity to our chapel, we have been unable to completely remove them. Vigilance is key. Travel into the Noxious Vale and slay as many undead as you can find, and the cultists that roam among them. While there, make sure to avoid Garginox, the flesh giant that roams the vale. Jesus. I suspect you are not strong enough to defeat him. Alright, mate.
Go with
Alright.
me, friend.
Oh, can we go down here? I think we'll get booted out. Yeah, we will. Okay. It's odd that we can get kind of in there, I think.
What can I do for you?
Master Craftsman Amarian. The Noxious Glade is a quagmire, both literally and figuratively. There's enough Scourge up there to give us trouble for the rest of both of our lifetimes. They can reanimate the weaker ones when they die, Iron-Sheps. They will never stop coming if we don't do something. Take these blades and drive them through the corpses of any Scourge troopers you find. The blade is simple, but its enchantment will prevent the dead bones from being reanimated forever.
For the Alliance.
Cool.
This had better be good.
Leonid Bartholomew the Revered. The Brotherhood of Light has a history of brash, thoughtless decisions. They bridged the gap between the Scarlet Crusade and the Argent Dawn. They were among the first to plunge into Northrend, while many of us lingered behind. However, they also have a history of getting results, which I respect. They fight on two fronts now, one battle in Stratholme and another, more immediate battle to the south at Tyr's Hand. I suggest you speak with Angela dos Santos at Tyr's Hand. You may be of service.
Embrace the shadow.
Cool, Northrend. I'm hoping to ding to level 60 around the time the next patch comes out, and we can miss out Outland. We'll just go straight to Northrend with the new zone leveling, scaling gubbins that they're introducing.
Here there.
Smokey in the Bandage. Hi there, interested in making a book? I need to get a bandage. Well, actually, I got a friend who needs to get a bandage. Well, actually, let's just say it's complicated, but if you go get this bandage, you make money. And so do I, and my friend, and possibly other people. Stephen Broman used to own the mill to the north. Now he's dead. A zombie. The guy at the top wants to have the wrappings from Broman's body. Okay.
Be good.
Sounds really shady. He's got a quest for us now. Lord Raymond Gorge.
Greetings.
The sacrifices of my Argent Dawn brothers must never be forgotten. In life, my brothers and I fought against the forces of the Scourge, but none were so reviled as the necromancers. It was not enough for them to raise our dead comrades and send them against us. No, they created twisted golems of bone with scythes for hands. These aberrations slew many of my brothers. It's not funny. And yet we could not destroy them all. I ask you, Iron Sheps, to carry on the task of the fallen, venture into the ossuary of the Scholomance and slay the largest and most dangerous of these abominable creatures. I'm going to pick the quest up, but obviously we're not going to go to Scholomance because we can't do that on this Iron Man challenge. The Annals of the Silver Hand. Do you know who the Knights of the Silver Hand were? They were the original Paladins of Light, and from their ranks came knights who would later join the Argent Dawn or the Scarlet Crusade. Though many have gone astray, they still possess valuable relics of the Silver Hand. Deep in Strathome, under the watchful eye of Instructor Galford, volumes of the Annals of the Silver Hand survive. Any volumes you could recover would be a fitting addition to their rededicated Lights Hope Chapel. That's a word I've never seen before. We're not. I'm really struggling with reading today. We are also not going to do that quest because it's also in a dungeon, which is a shame because since Cataclysm, all dungeon quests, pretty much all of them, I thought, had moved inside the dungeon. You pick them up from an NPC as you go in. So it's actually quite interesting to see some
Well met.
old world quests that lead into dungeons. Gathering some grubs. We have problems maintaining our food supplies here in the Far East. Around here, the only manner of beasts unaffected by the ravages of the plague are the carrion worms. While rather bland in taste, the meat of the worms can easily be preserved to last for months. We will need several hundred more pound to be fully stocked. Wow, that's a lot. While you can find carrion worms all over the plague lands, they can be found in particularly high density to the south of the chapel. And remember, larger worms mean more meat. That's a shame. We could... Oh, look at that. It's a nice green gun, but I won't be able to use it.
Be careful.
Be careful. Okay.
Well, spit it out.
Fuse Light, ho! Hey Gnome, listen up. I've got a job opportunity that you aren't going to want to miss out on. We've been sent up here from Fuse Light, a new goblin town way down in the Badlands. Lots of money to be had down there, yes sir. And not nearly so many zombies. Or uptight Argent Paladin types. Nope, it's an untamed wilderness down there, and we're looking for someone like you to help us tame it. Whenever you're ready, we'll be waiting.
Don't be a stranger.
And there's a mount there called the Uncrashable. Right, we've got like loads of quests, so let's do some grubs. It's pretty boring. I'll probably speed that up, and then we can go and speak to Angela dos Santos. That's quite cheery music there, isn't it? So again, I've got NPCs with me. I've got a buff. I can't remove... Oh no, it has gone. Right, there you go. It's back again. I can't cancel to click it. It is an aura, after all. So that probably explains why. Where have they gone? Have they left me now? It looks like they've left me. But I still can't clear the buff. That's a big old worm, that is. And he put some maggot goo on me. Which, that did quite a bit of damage. There's a potential for a rare over there. Let's just see if he's there. That all rhymes. Can't see him. Check back later. Get off me. We picked up a bag, or a few bags. Scum-covered bag. That was pretty simple. Right, the Brotherhood of the Light. There is a tower here. There's the potential for a chest in the tower. So I'm playing pretty early in the morning. It's 7:30. Or I guess 8:30 server time. How do I get up there? Might be a chest in there.
Hey there.
Okay. A hunter! Just what we needed! Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. We were only given 100 men to complete this mission, and we're already down by 1. Our scout was sent into the enemy stronghold to clear out some of the guards that patrol the area, and to send off a flare, so we could enter with a coordinated attack. Our 99 remaining men lie at the ready waiting for that flare. I need a talented hunter like you to sneak into Tyr's hand, take out as many of their guards as possible, and then set off that flare. So when she says as many guards as possible, she actually means 10.
Be careful.
Apparently there's loads of chests around here. You see them on the map here, but it's a footlocker, which I think are for rogues, but I could be mistaken on that one. These guys are pretty low level. They're 6 levels below us at the minute, so we're not getting a lot of XP for them. Like half the amount of XP almost as the worms we were just killing. But that does mean they're dying pretty quickly. What was that we picked up? Some leather gloves. No, it's mail that we want. And set off a flare. There's so many loot boxes around here. But I'm not sure whether we can actually open them if we see one. Crusader's Flare. Looks like the Argent Centurion has met his match. The flare is fully assembled, and the matches lie unused next to the fuse. The fallen Argent Centurion got much closer to setting off his flare than you had guessed. Okay, the flare launcher has been emptied. Now we can see we've got some other Argent Centurions fighting to take the Abbey. The Scarlet Crusade maintains a well-fortified abbey in the lower western tier of Tyr's Hand. The abbey will need to be secured before proceeding any further into the stronghold. One of the key fortifications within Tyr's Hand is the barracks, which lies next to this flare. The Brotherhood of Light and their Centurions will need help so they can get in sacking it. I'm just intrigued about these supposed footlockers that are around, but I can't see any.
You need something?
I'll be handling things from here, Hunter. Fine. You want an assignment? I suppose I can afford to send you in on a mission or two. Wow, or 4. What is the Brotherhood of the Light? Well, we are members of the Argent Crusade at the core, members of the Argent Crusade that aren't held in check by morals, guilt, and useless human emotion. Scarlet Salvage. There's a lot of quests over here. This battle was won before it started. Right now, we're just shooting for style points. Within these barracks, the snivelling Scarlet Crusaders cling to their priceless artifacts, even though some of the objects are too holy for their now undead hand to touch, so they keep them in chests, hidden from the world. You will find these artifacts and bring them back to me. They belong to the Argent Crusade. The Wrathcaster. One of the more vile members of the Scarlet Crusade, Matthias the Wrathcaster, lurks within the barracks dungeon. Undeath suits his dark manner. Were I younger and on the front lines, I'd run him through myself. As things are, I'm left behind to lead our forces from the rear, so I leave the pleasure to you. The Huntsman? We've already lost half a dozen men to a hail of bullets and arrows coming from atop this fortress. I haven't seen the face of the enemy that's firing, but I don't need to. I know the name of the man up there. Leopold. That's right, there's only one man up there picking off my men one by one, and from what I can see there's only one of you. Sounds like a fair fight. And the commander. Scarlet Commander Marhan is cunning, shrewd, and willing to do anything to win a battle. Before all of these things, however, she's loyal. I have no doubt you'll find her in the barracks central chamber fighting under a crimson banner until she either wins or dies. Make sure it's the latter. That's a nice bucket.
See you later.
Okay, we've got 4 quests there. Let's get these done. Like I said, these things are dying pretty easily. It's not so much an issue of killing them as we do have misdirect though, don't we? So that does help. So if we get too many at once, they can, even though they're low level, they can overpower us. Quite a lot of things to pick up in here. Shroud of Uther. We've got a basement. Sometimes this building layout doesn't have basements. This one does. A few of these hidden stashes, which generally just have a bit of cash in. That was a bit messy. The Crimson Boar. Let's check out the basement. Looks like quite a big basement. Okay, Matthias the Wrathcaster. We've got suffering victims here. We could put them out of their suffering. I mean, I'm not going to, because they're so low level, we're not even going to get any XP from them. Scarlet Archmage. Scarlet Commander Marhan. What do we have left? One Huntsman Leopold. Slain. The music is really ominous sounding. Well, I mean, none of that stuff was particularly difficult. Okay, let's hand those quests in.
Can I help you?
Okay, I hope you gave them a fight. I did. I killed every single one of them. Well done, Iron Sheps. I will deliver these to Tyrosus when we return. You are well on your way to becoming a true champion of the light, Iron Sheps. One last thing to worry about. And good, these barracks are as good as fallen. I'd say we've done enough damage to these barracks to call this a win. A commander, a huntsman and a warlock, all slain. Not to mention the relics that we've liberated. Or shall I say, you liberated. The cathedral still remains, but not for long. Talk with Archmage Angela Dolu Santos in the central courtyard. The fate of Tears Hand Cathedral falls in her able hands.
Have a good one.
Cool. Well, I think we'll leave that episode there. We've done quite a bit. I'm not sure how far we're going to go towards the coast here. But we're powering through these. They're a low level, so you know we're not getting a whole lot of XP, but we've almost dinged, so that's nice. Anyway, join me next time when we will fight more of the Argent Crusade. Not the Argent Crusade, the Scarlet Pimps. I do another wave.